Hello, this is a video that is going to talk about what I've been doing over the past 6 months. I made a corset, my first ever actually, from a self-draft from Foundations Revealed. I found some amazing fabric and did a burn test to double check that it actually was 100% wool. This is also the first burn test that I've ever done, and it went pretty well. As you can see, there wasn't any plastic kind of marks. It actually turned out that it was as close to 100% wool as I am able to tell. It made a really fine charcoal afterwards, which was brilliant to know and kind of experiment with. I faced the trials and tribulations of printing patterns out because it turns out I accidentally printed it on both sides. After I managed to actually print it correctly, I was able to cut out all of my pattern pieces. As you can see, this is not the skirt that you've just seen in the previous video clip, but it is a pair of combinations. It took quite a while to put together, I think. This is probably the longest, just because of cutting out and having to mess around with pattern pieces. I'm holding down this pattern with anything that I could find in my room. You can see some moisturizer, some face stuff that I was gifted, and a coffee can of instant coffee that I would occasionally move around the pattern to try and get it to stay still. When it came to cutting out, I had quite a lot of trouble because in my uni accommodation there wasn't any tables that I could sit at and cut out my fabric, so I had to do it on carpeted flooring. Please forgive the fact that my fabric is all over the place and wouldn't make a straight cut, because while pinning this, which is why it took so long, I realised my mistake in the fact that lining up the two sides was so difficult. After this, I fully planned on drawing up a sewing room just to satisfy the fact that I didn't have one at the moment. I have so many big plans for a sewing room when I actually have a house. As you can see, the combinations and the corset together I was extremely happy with and I thought looked absolutely wonderful. You can see that I have not hemmed the trousers at the moment. I just, as soon as I had stopped finishing the sewing, I threw it on to see how it would look. I eventually also made a bum pad. This was very difficult. I could not put this under my sewing machine, so I had to do it almost entirely by hand. I then made a petticoat to throw over the top, which I was very happy with because I hand arranged those pleats and I was very happy with them. At this point, it was the end of a busy term at university and it was time to head home for the holidays. It was also time to meet this guy. I hadn't seen my family for months because of British lockdowns, and in that time my family had adopted a dog. His name is Goldie, and we rescued him from a wonderful dogs trust centre near our home. My next steps are to make a Victorian walking skirt with the material that I've chosen, as well as potentially make a jacket. I think I should have enough time to make both of them, and if I don't, then I shall just make the skirt, and that will do. I can't wait to be finished with my project and share it with you guys. Hopefully the next video I will publish will be my reveal of the character itself. My plan is to give you all the answers to the clues that I've been posting on my Instagram page with all of my photos, and then at the end I shall reveal it with potentially some cool video of me walking somewhere that looks vaguely Victorian. I hope that everyone has an amazing holiday season and that the craziness of the year is left behind for all of us. I hope you have all enjoyed the video. This has been the Sewing Archaeologist, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye!